Hey drummers, Garey Williams is back with another reaction and analysis video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the great Dennis Chambers. Here he is performing on the David Letterman show as part of this series of great drummers doing Sissy Strut with the band. So let's check out Mr. Dennis.
Please welcome for the finale of our second drum solo week, Dennis Chambers. Here we go.
Hey. Yeah. Nice. Nice. One, two, three, four. One, two. One. Nice. It's like two singles and two doubles, or a lot of singles. One, two, three. Almost like two up, two down. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of ride crashing. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Nice. I think those are like paradiddles. Single strokes. Pair of paradiddle-diddle-diddles. Nice modulation. Crossovers. Always fast. Oh, double bass fanning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Love the cool displacement of the snare. Here we go. Triplets. Yo! He's just got such fast single strokes. Great player. Yes. Stay right there. I think there might be more.
That was nice.
Another day at the office for Dennis. He's not even too smiley. Oh, there he goes.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to thank Mr. Chambers for being here. I'm going to say goodnight, and then I want him to do some more. Can you do a little more? Do you have a little more in you?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
Great
Go nuts.
visuals, great sound. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, Will going to the head. Always chewing gum. Okay. Nice displays. Yeah. There it is again, that double bass thing with the fanning.
Gin, Granny?
Wow, great overhead shot there, being able to check out the awesome Dennis Chambers. Wow, this guy is awesome. I first became aware of him with a band called Special Effects out of New York. He was a guitar player, and I can't remember the other person, what they played. But I was following Dave Weckels playing, and Dennis Chambers appeared on a couple of tracks. So I thought his playing was very interesting. But then I was later interested in this guitar player named John Schofield because of an album he put out called Still Warm, featuring Omar Hakim on drums, who played with Weather Report, and then Daryl Jones on bass. So this was an amazing album. I really loved the music, some great drumming. I think there's like 3 solos on the album by Omar. And Omar and Daryl Jones were actually the drummer and bassist with Sting, when Sting started his first solo album after leaving the Police, The Dream of the Blue Turtles. Highly recommend that. Well, anyways, the next John Schofield album came out called Blue Matter. And so I purchased it, and here was this drummer, Dennis Chambers, that I'd vaguely heard of, doing some very cool stuff, unconventional by most drummer standards in terms of the way he would play grooves, that is. Like normal drummers would like play a steady ride pattern. He was breaking up the ride pattern quite a bit. He had that really dry kind of K-custom with a very piercing bill, so very clear bill, kind of like a snare drum. He really liked his snare cranked up. In fact, I got to go see Dennis play live on the Blue Matter tour with John Schofield and Daryl Jones. And it was an amazing event, and he did this big epic solo, and then he stopped in the solo and cussed, and then said, "Anybody want to buy a snare drum?" And then he grabbed his drum key and started cranking the snare to get that signature high crack that we know as kind of the gospel chop sound. But that's a Dennis Chambers snare sound. That very clear dry bell, very clear snare, and just this power and the fast single strokes. In fact, I remember during the time when he was very much kind of the poster boy for a lot of the drum magazines, he would be pictured with Zildjian drumsticks and saying if Dennis Chambers' hands weren't moving so fast, you could see he's using our sticks. It was kind of a funny play on advertising. But he did. He had these blistering single-stroke rolls early on for one of the guys, I think, that influenced other gospel chop drummers coming after him, or simultaneously. But there was not too many different kind of linear things other than in the grooves. Solos, a lot of blistering stuff like diddle, paradiddles, the triplets, and then the crossover with the double bass and the fanning thing where he was playing biddy 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 biddy, and he was dee 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 between the crashes and the tom or 2 crashes. Just a really nice pocket at the beginning, good use of open hi-hat stuff. I love his displacement, just super funky, the way he has a way of shifting the snare and the open hi-hat accents instead of playing got it, he always very cool kind of stuff. So anyways, that's the great Dennis Chambers. There's other solos where he's shredding more, but it's nice context to hear him play with the band and then open up and soloing over vamp. This is one of the 4 major kinds of solos that drummers do, is where they solo over a vamp, where there's these hits and then he plays and fills in the space, and then the band comes in again. It's a very fun way to solo, because that way there's obviously suspense created, a sense of time. The drummer can do displace things, and if the band is tight, they come back in on the those kinds of things. So some of my favorite kind of soloing is this kind of context, because then you can actually create space in the groove and the sense of time. So the great Dennis Chambers. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends. If you're interested in any lessons, the information's in the text box below, so don't hesitate to get a hold of me. I can show you how to do a lot of the stuff these great drummers are doing. And until then, enjoy your day, and I'll see you on the next reaction and analysis video. Take care, and bye-bye.